Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk, and today we are reviewing Atomic Heart. Yes, that's right, guys. This game first got teased over 6 years ago, and it's finally been released. Now, it's been published by Focus Entertainment. It's been developed by Mundfish, and it's currently on the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the PC, and will set you back around full price for a video game today. Upper price is £85, which is just insane, really, I think, for a video game. But it has just been released, and so we have decided to jump in. Now, what exactly is Atomic Heart? So for anyone that doesn't know, it's a first-person shooter video game. That's what it is. That's its core mechanics. But this game likes to ask a couple of questions of you. Puts you in an alternate reality, as if something in history has changed. So, what if Russia actually won the war? What if Russia got their hands on a piece of technology that the rest of the world didn't? What if we managed to use this to turn robots into our servants, helping us carve out a better world? And what if we could use that technology to create ourselves a utopian future? Now, within this utopian future, it's even said that we're hoping to reach out and colonize new worlds. That if you wanted to learn a new language, all you have to do is download it into your subconscious. If you want A levels, well, guess what, guys? You don't even have to go to school, because you could download that too. But of course, we all know that utopian futures cannot last in any video game that we want to play, because of course, if we did, it would kind of be a little bit boring. So this game then asks you, what if those robots started fighting back? And for a lot of this game, that is what you're doing. You are fighting these absolutely chaotic robots. And it's kind of funny. Now, when you very first load into the game, there is a story to tell. And this game is a slow burn, guys. There is a story that it wants to tell you, it wants to show you the dystopian future that it's created, and then of course it wants to sink that utopian future and show you all the baddies waiting around the corner as well. Now, it takes about 5 hours to really get into this game, and for it to open up and show you what it really has to offer. But if you can actually get through those 5 hours, then the game does have an awful lot to offer. Until then, of course, my god, is your time filled with some bloody quirkiness. Like, for instance, the little old granny here happened to whip out an AK-47. Well, that doesn't even come close to ranking the top 10 most bizarre things that I have seen in this game. Visually, this game is very, very good looking. Where I feel that it falls short is the combat. Now, this is an action game, a first-person shooter game. The first couple of hours is actually melee-based predominantly. You do get a shotgun, and you do get a few other weapons as you go through as well. But you're going to be spending a lot of time with your axe at the beginning of the game. And it's just so clunky to have to get through with your axe. Eventually, you learn how to dodge. You learn a few other abilities as well, but like I said, this game is extremely clunky with the combat in the game, unfortunately. One of the more unique ideas on this game is that you actually have a polymer glove which you can upgrade. You can also communicate with it. It kind of helps you and tells you what's going on around the world, gives you helpful little suggestions. Of course, you choose to abuse it as much as possible because your protagonist is just like that. But I do enjoy the fact that it does give you a few different powers. You've got telekinesis, for instance. You've got a freeze ability, you have a lightning ability, and as you progress through the game further, you can upgrade these abilities and get new ones as well. That's the same with all of the weapons in the game as well. Whatever weapons you get, you can upgrade and make better. Now, the way you actually upgrade these things and make them better is actually by collecting loot from the world. You go into different rooms, collect different pieces of junk, you defeat enemies, you collect more junk. But this game has a bit of a unique way of looting. Instead of having to go up to every single drawer or every single dead body, you can literally just wave your magic hand around, wave your glove around, and, you know, almost force suck everything out of the room. I quite like that. It saved a little bit of time. It's a little bit unique, and it kind of like got out of the way the whole looting aspect. And for the most part, this seemed to work really well. The glove acted as a magnet to any drawers or cupboards or doors around, and everything seemed to just come sucking straight up into your inventory. It's a feature that I actually quite liked. A star of the game has to be Nora, though. Happens to be a antique fridge type robot that kinda either wants to kill you or mate with you, depending on what mood it's in. It's from here that you learn your new abilities and can upgrade your weapons. You can also make stim packs, for instance, which will heal you. Unfortunately, I found this game to be slightly bugged. I've had dashboards, I've had freezes, I've got stuck while trying to jump, I got stuck inside objects. Sometimes when I've tried to make myself like healing items, for instance, it hasn't produced them, so I've gone ahead and made 10 healing items and the game just has not given them to me. You know, for whatever reason, I figured, hey, it's going to be a vending machine. There's nothing there. I figured it's going to pump straight into my inventory. It's not there. It appears to be bugged in a few different places, unfortunately. Hopefully these things do get fixed, however, because, you know, I can see this game having a lot of potential. It just needs a little bit of TLC, I think, and a little bit of greasing of the hinges. Another gripe of mine has to be a mini game. Now, you get to kind of like lockpick your way into rooms. This is a lockpick right here, but they are absolutely bloody everywhere. Now, it's not as if this is a particularly hard lockpick, and it's not as if it takes up a huge amount of time. However, if you do get it wrong, it will. But it's just that every single door seems to have one of these on, and your character seems to say exactly the same thing again and again and again every time we find one of these as well. I just wish they were a little bit less in a game, because for me, it just took the enjoyment out of it a little bit. I'm pleased to say that this game is fully voice acted, and the voice acting is actually pretty good. There is definitely a story there to tell, and if you've got the time to sit down and watch it, then you know what? It's really not a bad story to be told.
They brought you here. Put pressure on this wound. They tried to save you.
And who are you?
Doctor.
You got a name?
No time for small talk.
God damn.
Forceps. Forceps, forceps, forceps!
I'm on it.
Get me them!
What's this doing here?
What took you so long?
You got a neuropolymer capsule.
We don't need one.
So what's your name, Doc?
Larissa, and you ask a lot of questions.
You know what? You're on your own. You got this.
I feel that Atomic Heart is an ambitious take on an alternate future, and although it does take a few hours to really see what this game actually has to offer, I actually enjoyed my time in the game. Despite there being problems, despite there being flaws, it is definitely not the most perfect game out there. Would I recommend you buy it off launch? Probably not. I would wait for it to go on sale, maybe in a few months when it drops down to say £30 or so. Absolutely pick it up and have a go. It is on Game Pass, however, so if anyone has Xbox and they are on Game Pass, then this game is completely free for you to try and play on launch. But for me personally, the amount of bugs that I've experienced in a game are really, really harmful. I really hope that the developers realize that this game needs a little bit of love and does actually fix it, because the dashboards I can get over, but when you go around the game collecting all the resources, making those med kits to help you get through the early stages of the level, and it just does not give them to you, it's not acceptable, because you have to reload the game and try again, or play on an inch of health, which is problematic. That being said, Atomic Hearts has earned a 6 out of 10 from me. At the moment, I wouldn't recommend jumping out and buying it. I'd wait until it is down on price or on sale at some stage. Of course, if you have tried this game out already, let us know what you think down in the comments. And if you stayed around to the very end of the review, a big thank you to you. Don't forget to comment Red Banana down below, just confuse all those people new to the channel or that didn't watch to the very end. And don't forget, we have actually released a dystopian cyberpunk called 7 Broken and Bound, and that is available on Amazon for both Kindle and paperback. And a link for that can be found down in the description. But until next time, I've been a monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy, and of course, as ever, happy gaming.
We've got plenty of time. We can even go on rides afterwards.
Chelmsford City floats on the Icarus platform, a feat of modern science and technology. This city in the clouds was built in 1950. Leading scientists from all the other Soviet republics